The table below shows the marks obtained by 40 pupils in a mathematics test. So these are the marks here, and these are the frequency which represent the number of pupils. So we have to draw a histogram for the mark distribution. Use your histogram to estimate the mode, calculate the median of the distribution. So what we are going to do, we are going to recreate this table into columns. Then we put on the marks, the frequency. We are going to have the column for cumulative frequency, and then we're also going to have a column for the class boundaries. Okay, so let's have this. So this is the column for the marks. So here we're going to have 0.0 to 0.9. Then we have 10 to 19. We have 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. Now, the next column, we're going to have the frequency. So for the frequency, we're going to input all of these numbers here. So for 0 to 9, we have 4. Then for 10 to 19, we have 5. Next, we have 6. We have 12 for 30 to 39. We have 8 for 40 to 49. We have 5 for 50 to 59. Okay, so the next column is going to be that of the cumulative frequency. So the cumulative frequency is the sum of this number. So we started with the first number here, since there's no end number before this. So this is going to be 4. So then we're going to have 4 plus 5, that is 9. 9 plus 6, that is 15. 15 plus 12, that is 27. 27 plus 8 is 35. 35 plus 5 is equal to 40. And the last column is going to be the class boundary. Okay, so we have the class boundary. So the class boundary here, we're going to start the class boundary from 0.5 to 9.5. So we're going to have 0.5 to 9.5. The next is 9.5 to 19.5. Then we have 20.5 to 29.5. We have 29.5 to 39.5 for this. Then we have 39.5 to 49.5. Then we have 49.5 to 49.5. To get the class boundary, all you have to do is to subtract, add 0.5 to the highest point and remove 0.5 from the lower point. So here you're going to subtract 0.5, so that gives you 9.5. Here you add 0.5, that gives you 19.5. So that's how you do it for all of them. In fact, the upper class boundary of the previous class is going to be the lower class boundary of the next class. Okay, so this is the table. Now we are going to plot the graph now. Okay, now to plot or draw the histogram, we're going to use the class boundary versus the frequencies. Note I said the class boundary versus the frequency, not the cumulative frequency. So here we're going to choose a scale for the frequency. So let's look at the frequency. The highest value is 12, so I can fit a scale of, let's say, 2 cm to 2 units. So if I do that, I'm going to have this. So I'm going to place 2 here. Then I have 4. I have 6. I have 8. I have 10. And 12. So this represents the frequency. Okay. So for this, on the other side, we're going to put our class boundary this way. So this is going to represent class boundary. Okay, so let's put our scores this way. So we can put our scores here. So we're going to have, so here we're going to have 0. So let's call this 0. Then on this side we're going to have 9. So you can see this is 9.5. So we're going to have 9.5. On this side, we're going to have 19.5. Here we're going to have 29.5. We have 39.5, 49.5, 59.5. That's the highest we have here. So now let's draw the cumulative frequency, the histogram now. So we're going to look at this from 0 to 9.5. The frequency is 4. So you are coming to this place. So you already have a line drawn here. So you're going to draw this. You're going to need a ruler to draw that so that you get accurate drawing. Okay. Okay. 4. The next is 5. So 5 will be midpoint between 4 and 6. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll join this to this point. Then I'll draw it this way. Then I'll draw it down this way. You're going to bear with me because I do not have a ruler to draw this. Okay. Next, we have 19.5 to 29.5. The frequency is 6. So I'm going to join this way. Then I'll join this way. Then I'll join this down this way. Okay. Then for 29.5 to 39.5, the frequency is 12, which is the longest. So I have 12 here. Just draw it down quietly, gently. You need a ruler. If you have a ruler, it will be easy for you to draw. Okay. And I'll draw it this way. Okay. Okay, bear with me. Just trying to use my free hand to draw this. Okay. Then we have a 39.5 to 49.5. We have 8. So we have 8 here. So I'm going to join this way. Okay. Okay. Then and finally we have 5 for 49.5 to 49.5 to 59.5. This should be 59.5, not 49.5. Okay, so that's 5. So you can trace this way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll draw it from here this way. Then I'll join this downward. Okay. So the next we'll have to do to get the mode, we're going to join this point. We're going to join this point here to this point, and this point here to this point. So we're going to join it this way. So let me try and join it with my free hand. I'll just try. Okay, good. Okay, that's a bit okay. Then this way. Okay, so I'll join this from here. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is to trace this point of intersection downward. I want to manage it, trace it downward. Okay. Until it touches this point here. So we're going to read that off. So this is 29.5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 29.5. So that's going to give me 30. So the mode, okay, I can just read this off. This is 31.5, 32.5, 33.5, 34.5, 35.5, almost 36. So my mode is equal to 36 approximately. Next, we are going to look for the median. Okay, to calculate the median of the distribution, we are going to use the formula median is equal to L naught plus N over 2 minus FC all over Fm times W, where L naught is the lower class boundary of the median class. We're going to search that out. FC is the cumulative frequency before the median class. N is equal to summation F, which is equal to total number of pupils. Fm is equal to the frequency of the median class. Okay, YW is equal to the width of the median class. Then the median is located at n over 2 position. So the n over 2 position is going to be equal to 40 divided by 2, which is the 20th term, because n is equal to 40, as can be seen from the cumulative frequency here. So the total number of pupils is 40. Okay, so when you divide this, you are going to have that at the 20th position. So that 20th position is going to be at the cumulative frequency. We are going to search for that 20th position at the cumulative frequency. So the 20th position is at 27. It's very simple. You know, you have added all these numbers together. We have 15 here. So by the time you are adding numbers again, you are going to get to the 20th number inside of this point here. Okay. Now, let's apply this formula now. So by applying the formula, the median is going to be equal to L naught. L naught is 29.5, which is the lower class boundary of the median class. Okay, so we're going to impute that here. So that's 29.5 plus 40 divided by 2, that's n all over 2, that's 40 divided by 2, and that's going to give us 20, which is equal to 20. So we have 29.5 plus open bracket, we are using the formula here, 20 minus 15. 15 is the cumulative frequency before the median class. So if you look at the cumulative frequency before the median class is 15. Okay, we'll close the bracket, divided by 12. 12 is the frequency of the median class. Remember that we said that the end at the 20th term is going to be found here. So the frequency of the median class is 12, not the cumulative frequency this time around, but the frequency. So we'll divide that by 12 times the class width. The class width is going to be the width of this. How to obtain that? You just subtract this from this, and that's going to give you 10. So we'll have this. So the class width is 39.5 minus 29.5, which is equal to 10. So we'll multiply this by 10. So we'll multiply this by 10. The median is going to be equal to 29.5 plus 20 minus 15 is 5, divided by 12 times 10. So that's going to be equal to 29.5 plus 14.17, which is equal to 33.67. So that gives us the median class.